I'm sure many of you had like upbringings and things like that, or maybe you're still in the middle of your upbringing. And how many of you had parents that did something, but then they told you not to do that thing, right? Kind of a do as I say, not as I do situation. Well, now for me, I find this to be very interesting because there is this story, and this is a little bit about the Activision deal, but basically the crux of the story is that Sony's not happy that Starfield is an Xbox exclusive. Sony criticizes Starfield's Xbox exclusivity and uses it to explain why it thinks Microsoft will not distribute Call of Duty fairly. So, first of all, Sony is like that classic meme where they're riding a bicycle and they throw something in their own spokes and flip over and then blame Microsoft for it, right? First of all, Microsoft is offering them 10 years deal, just like a lot of other companies. They don't have any deal for Minecraft, so why don't they ever talk about that? But beyond that, I just feel that it's hugely hypocritical. And the main reason why I find this to be hypocritical is because before Microsoft bought Bethesda, Sony was in negotiations to make Starfield a, wait for it, PlayStation 5 exclusive. So they're not happy that Microsoft made that an Xbox exclusive. Meanwhile, they wanted to make it a PlayStation exclusive. Make it make sense. It really doesn't make any damn sense to me. And the fanboys of PlayStation are just as ignorant as the company themselves because they don't see it. It's like you show them this stuff and they still don't believe it. It's absolutely asinine. But I'm going to get into it because this should be a pretty damn good video. What's up, everybody? I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I certainly do appreciate it. Please slap the crap out of that like button. I'm looking to get some slappings on there. Would be greatly appreciated if y'all could do that, and it would mean a lot. So thank you guys. I'm trying to get 100 likes on all of the videos that I do, which would be pretty cool if you think about it. But something that would be, pretty cool, but nevertheless, I'm still going to be working at it, trying to get it to happen. So help me out with that. Now, here's the interesting part to all of this, because this is kind of funny. Sony has levied criticism towards Microsoft more than once, this time because Starfield will be an Xbox exclusive game. The process, that's verging on becoming a feud, continues in front of the UK's Competition Markets Authority agency, with Sony's latest statement disparaging the decision to release Starfield as an Xbox console exclusive. Sony has made several statements, both in front of the European Commission and the CMA, in connection with trying to prove that Microsoft can't be trusted with Call of Duty. As of this article, which I'm going to link in the description below for all you fine folks, Microsoft has signed 4 deals to bring Call of Duty to various different platforms for the next 10 years, and they try to for Sony as well. The companies in question are Nintendo, Nvidia, Boosteroid, and Ubisoft. The last two both being cloud-based gaming providers. The same deal was offered to Sony, but it has yet to accept the deal. The deal's validity depends entirely on whether Microsoft manages to buy Activision Blizzard, as Sony has consistently tried to block this deal by providing evidence for why it thinks Microsoft will mishandle such a large brand as Call of Duty. Again, I would like to just say this is absolutely crazy that Sony thinks they have the right to do this. And I've mentioned this several times before. Imagine McDonald's trying to block something that Burger King wants to put on the menu. Or, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Burger King doesn't do it right. How dare they? It's like you're in the number one position in the gaming industry. How dare you not be okay with competition? Because competition is what breeds, all these things for gamers. Us as gamers get better deals when there's actually good competition. We see this with the no better than the Xbox 360, Wii, PS3 era, because all three did well and all three offered something for their fans. Like Sony was forced to go and deliver on exclusives. Microsoft was trying their best to dethrone PlayStation, which had like a 90-some% share of the market with the PS2, and they did that. And when we got that, everybody had to kind of do their best and put their best foot forward to try to get consumers. Now, the FPC is considered to be, or the FPS is considered to be one of the biggest pools for PlayStation players, so Sony understandably feels losing it, though, despite the fact they've been offered a fully defendable 10-year contract. So anyway, the evidence Sony used to back up its statement was a comment made by Microsoft saying it would not have the incentive to make Starfield an Xbox exclusive. Now, at the same time, Bethesda made no previous commitment with regards to Starfield being released on PlayStation or any other platform since the publisher was purchased by Microsoft. But to Sony, this counts as proof towards the fact that Starfield could have been a multi-platform release. Therefore, Microsoft will go back on its word the exact same way when it comes to Call of Duty. It's also worth noting that historically, PlayStation has released more console-exclusive games than Xbox, even if only the previous generations are compared. The PS4 had 299 exclusive games so far, while the Xbox One had about half that. Thanks to Microsoft's investment in PC gaming, its Xbox exclusives are also released on PC at the same time. PlayStation only recently started to release its previously exclusive games on PC, and the list is hardly extensive. Now, these details will likely be something the Competition and Markets Authority agency will take into account, but which company it will favor with this is hard to tell. The affected parties have entered into March to submit various statements and evidence to support their side, and the final decision will be made in May, etc., who's going to be the winner. But they're already discounting Sony, thankfully, with this news. But to me, again, this is incredibly such a weird situation because, like I said, Sony wanted to buy exclusivity for this, and people go, "Oh, well, really? Sony wanted to buy exclusivity for this game, for this franchise?" Yeah, they did. Not only did they want to buy exclusivity for this franchise, but they managed to ink a deal with with Bethesda before Microsoft bought them to get the actual Deathloop, and as well as we see some of these other games like Ghostwire Tokyo, which is finally coming to Xbox. But it's like, to me, Sony's saying, "Oh, well, Microsoft will make it exclusive." Well, Sony tried to make it exclusive, so I don't understand what they're bitching about, especially considering that Microsoft has no reason to keep something like Minecraft exclusive, and yet they've been able to keep that on even more platforms. How is it that this is one of the things that happens the way that it does and nobody says anything? It's perplexing to me. It honestly is. So I don't know, like, I'm sure you might feel a little bit different about it, but how can a company, it's like, and I use this on social media as well, it's like me calling someone else fat. How can I do that? Like Sony, if they had never ever bought anything to be exclusive or bought a studio or anything like that, they would have a reason to complain. But they've built themselves up doing just what Microsoft is trying to do, and it's kind of crazy to think that they're getting crap about it. So just crazy, to believe that that's the way things are going. But I'm gonna link this. You guys can check it out. Let me know what you think. Rack them up, fact them up. As always, Crap Gamer 'em up. I appreciate each and every one of you. Crap Gamer out.